This episode of Ham Talk Live is brought to you by Tower Electronics. For connectors, cables, and more, call 920-435-2973 or visit pl-259.com. And by ICOM. Heard it, worked it, logged it. Visit www.icomamerica.com/amateur for more information about ICOM radios.
It's Ham Radio.
Good evening, everyone. It's time for another episode of Ham Talk Live. We're all the way up to number 150. So get ready for Hamcation, recorded live on Thursday, January 24th, 2019. I'm your host, Neil Rapp, WB9VPG. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Ham Talk Live. Tonight we're joined again by Michael Cauley, W4MCA, and we'll take your calls live in just a few minutes. Last week here on the show, it was Victor Androsov, VA2WA, and Randy Thompson, K5ZD. They were here to talk about live online contest scoring. I gave that a try during an AQP. It was kind of cool. So if you missed that show, listen anytime. Just go to hamtalklive.com or your favorite podcast app or on YouTube, or you can catch the rebroadcast on WTWW 5085 AM Saturday evenings at about 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can listen to us there as well. So get your Hamcation questions ready to go. If you're listening to us live on Thursday night, you can give us a call after the interview. And we're back to our temporary phone number again. Skype's taken a long time to get the number transferred. So we're back to the temporary number once again. Hopefully next week we'll have it switched over to the regular phone number. But tonight the phone number for the call-in segment later on is 812-650-9556. Again, 812-650-9556 is the number for tonight. We hope to be back to our regular number soon. You can always tweet us, though. We're at Ham Talk Live on Twitter. And if you're on Spreaker, you can comment, and we'll see that as well. So I'll be back with Michael right after this word from ICOM America right here on Ham Talk Live. Attention all hams. ICOM knows that ham clubs play a big role in bringing ham communities together to learn from their peers and industry leaders. As a way to give back and help you on this mission, ICOM has launched a promotion exclusively for ham clubs and the ham fests they are involved with. By registering your club, you could win ICOM swag, a Skype presentation, or for your ham fest, an ICOM booth set up at your ham club. Register today for your chance to win. Enter today at www.icomamerica.com/hams. Hamfest net registration is open to U.S. organizations only.
Right now, you could be sitting on a beach, sipping a drink with an umbrella in it, and enjoying the good life. But instead, you've decided to listen to Ham Talk Live. So we thank you. And now here's Neil Rapp with more of the show.
Thanks to ICOM America for sponsoring the show again tonight. They'll be at Hamcation, so be sure to check them out there. And you can check them out at icomamerica.com/amateur. Tonight, our guest is Michael Cauley, W4MCA. He's the new chairman of the Orlando Hamcation. Michael's served for 7 years as Hamcation's tailgate chairman and for 6 years as the IT chairman and 1 year as finance chairman, and he's taken over the reins. And Hamcation is sponsored by the Orlando Amateur Radio Club. So, Michael, it's good to have you back, and you've already been rubbing it in where it's supposed to be 7 degrees tonight, and you're saying there's a cold front coming through, and it's going to be like down to 50 tomorrow?
Yeah, 50 is going to be our high tomorrow down here in sunny Orlando, Florida.
And I've already got the call from school. We're on a 2-hour delay in the morning. So, yeah, he's just got to rub it in that, it's all the way down to 50. It's such a shame. Well, that sounds like a good place to go for a ham fest. So, we're 2 weeks and a day away from opening, and you've had a lot of major things to announce, some big improvements. Some of those were even made on this show. So fill everybody in on Hamcation.
All right, Neil, Hamcation is February 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Central Florida Fairgrounds and Expo Park in Orlando, Florida. We are the second largest ham fest in the country, just behind Dayton. Last year, we drawed in 22,300 visitors over the 3 days. So, yeah, Hamcation is growing, and we're doing good at it.
All right. And now fill everybody in where that fairgrounds is in the scheme of things there in Orlando.
It's actually going to be West Orlando, west of I-4 on State Road 50. It's probably about a 10-minute drive from downtown Orlando.
Okay, very good. Well, you've got all kinds of things going on, and there's some last-minute things that have popped up here, and we want to talk about some of those, some visitors that you have coming in, and some new amenities. So let's talk about the prizes a little bit. You've got some big announcements on prizes and tickets for those. So tell us about that.
All right. This year we did change it up a little bit. On the last announcement, we announced our Saturday and Sunday grand prizes. We've actually added a Friday grand prize to that also. It's an ICOM 7300. This year also we will have over $25,000 in prizes. Yeah, you heard me right, $25,000 in prizes. We will be selling tickets just for the prizes. So if you want an extra chance of winning a prize, you can buy those tickets. And we will be selling them at a pretty good deal. For $2, you'll get 1 ticket. For $20, you'll get 25 tickets. For $35, you'll get 50 tickets. For $60, you'll get 100 tickets. And for $100, you'll get 200 tickets. That's 200 chances to win one of the prizes. And the prizes range from, there's a total of 22 radios being handed out during Hamcation this year, from handhelds to HFs to mobile radios. But most of them are HF radios being given out.
All right. And we've already got a question from Jill KD8QGA, and wants to know if anyone is going to sell tickets on Thursday evening. Is there a chance to purchase those in advance?
Currently not on Thursday evening. We are having a meeting at the fairgrounds. Our local Orlando Amateur Radio Club meeting is Wednesday night. We will be having it at the fairgrounds. We will be selling tickets then. But as of right now, that's the only time other than during the show from the prize and info booth that you'll be able to buy the tickets.
Okay, so Jill's saying, I'm talking 200 tickets. That's going to take a while to write all that. So
one of the things I tell people that I've learned from Huntsville going there, and they do that there, people who bring stamps so they can just stamp their name and all that on them.
And address labels. I've seen address labels too. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, let's see. We are at parking. You've got some new parking to tell us about too.
We do. Last year, one of the things that happened that we didn't like, we ran out of parking, which is a good and bad thing. Good thing, we're busy. Bad thing is everybody starts talking about we run out of parking. So this year, we've rented 4 soccer fields out front and the flea market out front. And then there's actually 2 more acres across from the flea market that we've got access to this year. So this year we should not run out of parking. So, and it's all free parking.
Okay, very good. And you've got some visitors coming from the league, I know. So tell us about that.
Yeah, right now there's a total, I think, about 12 people coming from the league, but the main ones are going to be the ARL CEO, Howard Michael, will be here, and the president of ARL, Rick Roderick, will be here also. And then, of course, Bob, the marketing manager, which goes to most of the bigger shows, he'll be here. And there's a couple more of them also from the league headquarters that'll be here also this year.
Okay, and then you already mentioned the club meeting because Jill wanted to know about the ticket. So you're going to have your regular club meeting for the Orlando ARC, and you've got a special presentation and an invitation for people to come to that.
Yes, this year, actually for the last 2 years now, our club meeting has falled the week of Hamcation. So this year we're going to be having it actually in one of the clear span tents. And this year we have actually been contacted by Flex Radio. They will be flying in a day early to do a presentation at the club meeting for a new Flex digital protocol thing that they're supposed to be having. They're going to announce it at the show, but you'll hear about it first there if you come to the meeting. There's a couple other things that's going to go on that are surprises that people will enjoy, and we'll have lots of door prizes and stuff like that. It is open to the public. If you do want to go to it, though, you will have to enter off of BMX Lane, which is the West Gate. If you go to the website, there's a map there which shows the West Gate off of BMX Lane is how you'll have to enter that meeting, and it starts at 7 p.m. on Wednesday.
Okay, so all kinds of cool stuff that's been added. And we talked about the forums quite a bit on the last show that you were on, but you've confirmed some of those. So talk a little bit about the forums that'll be taking place.
Yeah, there's a total of, I believe right now, 34 forums over 2 days, Friday and Saturday. Some of the people that will be doing forums this year will be Tim Duffy from DX Engineering will be doing one on his special event or his radio station, ham radio station that they use for contesting. Carol Perry will be doing a youth presentation this year again. Tapper will be here for the first time this year. They're doing 5 or 6 forums on Friday, all technical related. Gordon West will be back this year. He'll be doing a forum also.
Okay, and any others?
That's the bigger ones that I know about. I think there's a D-Star forum, a couple of, I think Yezu's doing a forum on Fusion. So that's about it right now.
All right, so all kinds of good things going on there, and of course, you've got opportunities to enjoy some of the normal things around Orlando, and maybe even get the family to some of the parks and all that kind of thing. And Jill reminds me that Joe K0NEB is doing a kit build, so you can see Joe down there. I know he's excited to get down there, so that will be happening as well. But you've got all kinds of entertainment down there, so it shouldn't be any shortage of fun.
Yeah, you definitely, if you can't find nothing to do in Orlando, there's an issue.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a great time to go down there and get to a ham fest and make a little vacation out of it and get out of this 7-degree weather and negative wind chills. If you're in the Midwest up here or north, it's a good chance to get away. So I would love to be there. I just can't get it in my schedule this year, but we're working on it. We're working on making some changes, so we'll see how that goes. But I'd love to get away, and you've got the Space Center not too far away as well. You've got all kinds of stuff going on at the beach, and just an hour away. So all kinds of great things to do in the Orlando area, and Hamcation is definitely one of them. So let's see, did we miss anything here? We got I know we're going to talk about some traffic stuff when we come back from break, but we have anything else here?
One thing I did forget to mention, we will have the Boy Scouts in the North Hall this year again, and you can go see them to get your ticket laminated. And for $5, they'll laminate the ticket and give you a 2019 lanyard, so you can keep your ticket visible at all times as you walk around the fairgrounds.
All right, very good. That's always popular at several events, so that's a good thing. All right. Well, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We'll talk about traffic a little bit and take your calls and your questions and comments online and on the phone when we come back after this word from Tower Electronics right here on Ham Talk Live.
Thank you for a lovely dinner.
Aren't you going to ask me in to solder some PL259s?
Well, I do have some from Tower Electronics.
How can I refuse?
Consider the sophisticated quality of PL259s from Tower Electronics. From soldering supplies to adapters, connectors to cables, and all types of connectors, Tower Electronics has the parts you're looking for.
Well?
Just one more connector? You know I love your PL259s.
Then by all means, take some with you.
Don't be caught without PL259s. Visit Tower Electronics at a hamfest near you, or visit them online anytime at pl-259.com or call 920-435-2973. They also have ham sticks, mobile antennas, and meters too. See the whole catalog. Go to pl-259.com. Tower Electronics, the ham's dime store since 1978.
Join the conversation. Give us a call at 812-NET-HAM1. That's 812-638-4261. Now, here's more Ham Talk Live.
We put the ham in Ham Talk Live.
Thanks to Scott and Jill at Tower Electronics. They bring you the show every week right here at hamtalklive.com. Their Hamfest schedule this weekend, they'll be in Collinsville, Illinois, over by St. Louis, and also Arcadia, Florida this weekend. That'll be on Saturday. And then they'll be, of course, at Hamcation, February 8th, 9th, and 10th. And then they'll be going to Dalton, Georgia on February 23rd, or you can visit them online whenever you want at pl-259.com. And Ham Talk Live is on the air every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time at hamtalklive.com. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Do have a couple of things I want to talk about real quick before we go back to Michael. First of all, the AM rally is next weekend, so I want to remind everybody of that. It's amrally.com, and that's February 2nd through 4th. So fire up the AM rig and and get on the air. Also want to mention the National Voice of America Museum of Broadcasting in Westchester, Ohio, is celebrating 75 years of their facility, the Voice of America Bethany Relay Station, and they're going to have a dozen free events this year. And I'm going to be sorry, got a text here and got me sidetracked. We're going to be doing a show about some of these, but some of these are going to take place before we get to that, right before Dayton, actually. So wanted to mention they have an event coming up on February 17th on Sunday with Nick Parisi. It's the Imagination of Rod Serling. And they also have a VOA White House Bureau Chief coming. Steve Herman will be talking about covering the White House and the world on Wednesday, March the 6th. And then there's also some talks at the library that they're doing in Westchester, April 3rd. There'll be a presentation there about the history of the VOA Bethany Station. And also April 9th, Theater of the Mind, some sound effects during radio's golden age with Mike Martini, the president of the museum's Media Heritage Collection. We'll be talking more about some of these events, but I wanted to mention those tonight just to get them out there, and we'll be talking more about those in a couple of months here on the show with some of the Voice of America Museum people. So just wanted to mention that. So it's time for your calls now about Hamcation. So if you have a question for Michael, give us a call. And again, we've got the different phone number tonight. It's 812-650-9556. Again, it's 812-650-9556 to join in the conversation tonight. You can also tweet us at Ham Talk Live. If you're listening to us on the podcast edition or on WTWW, you won't reach anybody if you call in because it's a live show on Thursday. So if you call, you won't get anybody. So just letting you know about that. So Michael, let me check the messages here. And while I'm doing that, why don't you tell us a little bit about some construction and traffic information that's going to be available. We already talked, it wouldn't be normal unless I-4 was under construction. So talk a little bit about that and how people can get some of the traffic information.
That is true, Neil. It is under construction. It seems like it's always under construction here in Florida. But there's a lot of lane closures, a lot of exits being closed all the time on it. So the best way to keep up to date, if you go to hamcation.com and sign up for either Facebook or Twitter, our talk-in chairman, Benton, sends out updates during the show and before the show of people coming in, of info of closures and stuff like that. Or you can also tune into the talk-in on 146.760. And they'll have all the information there too if you need directions or maybe bypass I-4 if you don't feel like sitting in traffic, especially on Friday. Friday's rush hour up there is hectic. So
okay, so we've got some information out there, and if you run out of parking, I-4 works, right?
Yeah, that's what we call it locally. It's the local parking lot.
Yeah, it has a reputation for that. So you can check that out, but should be a good time down there. So again, the phone number for tonight is 812-650-9556. Again, 812-650-9556 to participate in the show tonight. So give us a call on the phone there at that number, 812-650-9556, and hopefully before long we'll have all this new phone system stuff working out. So let's see here. We needed to, where did we need to go? We needed to talk a little bit about where are we? Oh, we're getting a call here, so let me do that. Hello, you're on Ham Talk Live. I think I know who this is. Yeah, I thought I saw you trying to call in on the other line a little earlier. Michael Coulter, W8CI, good evening.
My good friend Michael and all the other folks down there in Orlando. A great hamcation. It's a wonderful event. I really, I love going down there, looking forward to going down there. And we got a big team from Dayton going down there. And despite what a lot of people might think, between us, Huntsville, Germany, Tokyo, we're all pretty close friends and work really hard to help each other to be very successful. So good to hear Michael on there. He's doing a great job, and so are you, Neil. So that's all I got to say. I just want to wish everybody the best. Looking forward to going down there.
Now, Michael, while we've got you on the air here with Michael, he was telling me that his local sheriff is going to be coming by, and so now we've got the sheriff in Dayton and we've got the sheriff in Orlando both showing up, and now I hear yours is going down to Hamcation.
Yeah, he's coming down there. Gene Fisher, and he's a great guy, loves amateur radio. He's getting more and more involved in it, and he's excited. He's coming down with his wife, who is also a ham, and so we're really fortunate to have people in our county up here in Greene County and to participate. And I'll tell you what, we can't wait to get down there because it is cold up here. It's been below zero a while. We just had another snow come in last night, and I got my lane plowed out. But yeah, we've got a great group. We have some of our members are down there in Florida already, and they live down there. But we all want to support each other. So wish Michael and his team all the best.
Thank you.
All right, Michael, thanks for calling in, and we look forward to talking to you in a few months.
Yeah. All righty. Thanks. See you, Michael.
All right. See you later, Mike.
All right. Thanks. 812-650-9556 is the phone number to call to join us tonight. 812-650-9556, or you can tweet us at Ham Talk Live. If you have any questions about Hamcation, let us know. Michael, any last things here that we need to bring in?
I think we pretty much covered everything, Neil. The biggest thing is please come. And one thing I do want to say that just like Michael says during Darren, even Mark in Huntsville, please, when you see volunteers, thank them for what they do. Without the volunteers to show what happened, we don't have quite as much as Dayton does. They have over 600 volunteers. We're right around the 250 volunteer mark for us. But please, if you see them, thank them for what they do.
All right, very good. And I think we were talking about Mark, and I think he was trying to call, and something happened here. So we'll see if he calls back in a minute, but I think that was him. So we'll stand by here for a minute. Oh, here we go. Maybe that'll work. Hello, is this Mark?
Good evening, Neil.
Yes.
Mute the sound here. Got it.
Yeah, that sounds like Mark in 4BCD.
Yes, from Huntsville Hamfest. I just I've been listening to Michael down there talking about the new stuff for Orlando, and I don't know what I'm more excited about: seeing the new stuff, seeing old friends, meeting new ones. Florida weather. I'm counting the days. And Michael, it sounds like you got a lot of new stuff. Flex Radio giving a talking about a new product, that's pretty earth-shaking.
Yeah, and at our club meeting to start off with, so anybody that comes in early can actually get it before anybody else, which is nice.
That's great. I remember a couple years ago, Tech unveiled something pre-Dayton, and it sounds like Flex is going to be doing something similar down there in Orlando. Just adds to the excitement for the whole weekend. I'll be driving down, but won't arrive in time. And I just heard Michael Calder, WHCI, calling in, so I wanted to add my voice to say good luck, and we'll all meet up down there. I'm staying with the Dayton guys at the same hotel, so we'll be able to compare notes and chat with you guys, and I'm sure we'll run into each other many times during the weekend.
Yeah, we will, Mark. And
I'm not bringing the Madison County, Alabama sheriff with me. That was a surprise. Michael's bringing the Greene County sheriff. I don't know how fast he plans to drive, but if he's going to have an Ohio County sheriff tail him all the way to Florida, he must have done something pretty serious.
Or wants to get there fast, one or the other.
Well, like we can cut up like that because we, like Michael Calder said, we know each other very well, and we help each other immeasurably throughout the year in planning these massive events, and it shows. All these events are really, really a lot of fun to be part of and to attend. But Neil, thanks for having us on the show tonight, and I'll let you get back to Michael and the rest of your guests.
Okay, and don't take the weather with you, by the way. Don't take that either.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to that. 73, Michael.
Enjoy the warmth.
Neil.
7-3, Mark.
Take care.
Talk to you in a couple weeks.
See you in a few. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, Mark. 812-650-9556 is the phone number. So if you have a question, you need to get that in because we're going to finish things up here very shortly. So 812-650-9556 is the number again for tonight. Okay, well, let's go back through here and check on the tweets and the messages and everything, see if we have anything else going, but I think we're pretty well done. Carl KD9HQT says he wants 1,000 tickets, so maybe you can sell some of those. But that's a good thing. And one thing I noticed, and Jill actually mentioned this a while ago, that she and Joe K0NEB kind of getting a little competition on buying tickets. So we'll see how that goes. Well, we've got another call on the line, so let's see who we have here. Good evening. Welcome to Ham Talk Live.
Hey, Neil. Joe, K7JOE here. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
So, I'm doing great. Hey, I just wanted to let you know that we appreciate everybody's effort and help putting on Hamcation. It's the second year that I'm going. It was so good last year that I'm heading down there again. It's super cold here in Bloomington, Indiana, and it's a great break, great way to get away for just a quick weekend. Play ham radio. I've got some family down there, so it's a great chance to see family. And you're right, there's just a ton of stuff to do. It's just a terrific venue. It's really well organized. The volunteers are super friendly. I had a blast last year. There's guys that I've been talking to for years on 40 meters, and we always get together down there and have a little social event and sort of get together, have a dinner, something like that. It's just a great time. So what I would encourage folks to do is if they've never been to one of those big shows and they're thinking about it, take advantage of the opportunity and give it a try. It's really worth your time. It's like I said, it's a terrific show. It's actually probably more fun to me than Dayton, simply because the weather's so nice down there compared to the cold up here. And of course, in Dayton, you just never know what the weather's going to be like in May. So anyway, just another vote for Orlando Hamcation. I think it's a great show.
Michael, anything to say there?
Just thank you. When you get to the show, ask somebody for me, and I'll come and shake your hand.
Awesome. Very good. Well, I look forward to meeting you, and look for the guys that are on the Hole in the Wall net, which meets every evening at, at 9 p.m. or was it 10 p.m., I guess, 10 p.m. Eastern time on 7188. We're out there every night, and it's a whole bunch of good guys, and they're going to all be down there, and so I'm looking forward to seeing them. So thanks again, and hope you guys have a great turnout, and look forward to seeing everyone.
All right. Thanks, Joe, and congratulations to you on the National or North America Collegiate Championship. We'll be talking here in a couple of weeks about that with Joe and Craig Thompson, K9CT. But congratulations for the meantime.
Very good. Well, thanks, Neil. And it's all about getting young people on the air. That's super important. So that's one of our missions here, and look forward to chatting in a few weeks.
All right. Thanks a lot, Joe. K7JOE from across town here. And Carl mentions KD9HQT that simplex frequencies will probably be tied up during hamcation. That's kind of a no-brainer there, right?
It's very busy on the air. It's very hard to find a frequency without somebody on it.
Yep, they all get tied up, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of activity. Okay, well, I think we're going to finish things up here tonight, Michael, but you've got 2 weeks to go, so good luck with everything, and hope everything goes well, and I know the weather's going to be better than it is here, so sounds like a great plan and great time, great prizes, great forums, and wish you the best of success.
All right. Thank you, Neil, for having me on, and thank everybody for listening and coming to Hamcation.
All right. That's Michael Cauley, W4MCA, the chairman of the Orlando Hamcation, and that is a wrap for this week's edition of Ham Talk Live, and thanks to Michael and everybody out there in cyberspace for listening, and for those calling in tonight and typing in, and invite you back next Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And for a list of our upcoming guests, be sure to visit hamtalklive.com. And if you like Ham Talk Live, please consider leaving us a review on iTunes or wherever you listen. It helps others find us faster. So for now, this is Neil Rapp, WB9VPG, saying 7375, and may the good DX be yours. And as we close tonight, one of our callers from a few weeks ago, and one of the T-shirts, Denny, WB9MSM from Wisconsin, asked to say a few words about a medical condition that he had. And I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. And this is a ham radio show, not a health show, so we don't want to get too far off topic most of the time. But I talked to Denny earlier this week, and I'm going to play a real short version of a talk that we had as we sign off tonight. This was a life-changing event for him, so I told him I'd let him have a couple of minutes. So if you'd like to hear more about Denny and his story, check out QSO Today, podcast episode 223. Eric 4Z1UG did an extensive interview with him recently, and you can hear more over on QSO Today. So here's Denny, and good night from chilly Bloomington.
Well, okay, Neil. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Back in July of last year, 2018, I went through what they call a coronary CT scan for calcium. And basically what that revealed, Neil, was that I had a very high score, 2,500 on that score, which is basically telling me that I'm going to have a heart attack. Now, just a little background information on that. This test that I had done, the coronary CT scan for calcium, was something that I did basically because my wife asked me to do it. Initially, I said, no, there's no reason for me to go through this because I'm in pretty good health. I'm not having any real issues. I'm doing fine. With my score of 2,500, the gal gave me that score and said that test results and said, hey, I'd like you to take this to your doctor immediately. And I did so. My doctor, in turn, Neil, looked at the results and said, well, he wanted me to come in, and we're going to do a test on you, and it more or less revealed that I was doing pretty good. However, I would like you to see a cardiologist, which I did very promptly. Cardiologist looked at my score and said, you know something? I actually want you to go through a nuclear stress test. And I thought, oh my gosh, what's this all going to be about? So I went through the nuclear stress test in turn, and the doctor more or less said to me then, he said, well, you got a problem. I said, oh my gosh, what is the problem? He said, well, it looks like you got some calcium and some deposit there in your arteries. Well, I didn't, know too much about this. I've never had anything like this before, Neil. So to me, it was, wow, a wow factor, if you will. They went in and they said they wanted to do an exploratory on me, where they go in with a catheter into your arteries, and they wanted to check to see if I had blockage. Anyway, I went into the hospital to have this test done and discovered that I had in my LAD, commonly referred to as the widowmaker, it was 80% blocked. So the doctor, at the time he went in and looked at this, decided, oh my gosh, we got a problem with this guy. We're going to take care of him right away. So they put 3 stents into my LAD. That's the left aortic descending artery. And said to me that he saw another one that was blocked. Then 2 weeks later, I had the other one done, and that one was 90% blocked. I am just so grateful. Coronary CT scan for calcium, which I had done at the insistence of my wife, more or less, turned out to save my life. And I look at it today, Neil, and I'm so grateful. I finished up both of those procedures, and I'm doing fine. I didn't have any problem. That's why I said I was reluctant to do it. I said, I don't need that. And sure enough, I had it done, and it ended up saving my life. So I look at it, and I paid $100 for it. That was a very little $100 when I think back on it now. But for some reason, it's not covered by insurance, so that I can stick around here yet and do some more hamming.
Well, we're glad that you found this and shared it with us, and we're able to hold that off and get things taken care of and hear you on the air some more. So thanks for sharing with us, Denny.
Well, like I said, Neil, I am so grateful to you. I feel like I'm an ambassador to this kind of thing now that, I want to really try to help people. I'm so grateful that you gave me this opportunity to share this with my fellow hams, because it's a big deal. I want people to stick around for a while if they can.
Well, you came right back to my CQ call. Your readability 5 and strength 9. You never once mentioned your weather at all, and I didn't mention mine. We talked and talked for hours and hours. I completely forgot you're a ham. I don't know your power or the height of your tower. Frankly, I don't give a damn. So 73s to you and your family. I'll be seeing you further down the log. Your 73s to you and your family. I'll be seeing you further down the log. It's hard to believe that you're anti-Dean, 'cause you sound just like a local up here. But why don't those whistling Mediterraneans check it with frequency?